What's going on, guys? This has probably been the worst week to start Black History Month in a minute. You have the Amir Locke situation in Minneapolis, if I'm not mistaken. You have Whoopi Goldberg being suspended because of her comments against Jewish people, and then you have
this video to talk about the most regretful and shameful thing that I've ever had to talk about publicly. There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word. It's a video that's made of clips taken out of context of me of 12 years of conversations on my podcast, and it's all smushed together, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. Word. I thought as long as it was in context, people would understand what I was doing. Like that context was part of the clip we were talking about Red Fox. How Red Fox said that word on television in the 1970s and how times have changed so much since then. Or about how Richard Pryor used it as one of the titles of one of his albums. Or I was quoting a Lenny Bruce bit, or I was quoting a Paul Mooney bit, or I was talking about how Quentin Tarantino used it repeatedly in Pulp Fiction. Or I was talking about how a Netflix executive, ironically, used it because he was trying to compare it to another offensive word, and he said it out loud, and they fired him. Not calling anybody a word, just saying the word out loud.
Now, personally, I'm not a fan of Joe Rogan. I don't watch his stuff just off of a whim or anything like that. But I am gonna say this: there's no context to use the N-word. Personally, even in movies, I hate when they use the N-word in Django. I think you could have said Negro or whatever the case may be. Something a little less offensive, even though we still would have had our ears perked up. So that's just how I feel about that situation. There's no context in which you use this situation as well. Now, do I think this man gonna get canceled or anything? No, I don't. I don't think he's gonna really see anything that's gonna really happen to him. Now, Spotify has taken down 70 episodes. And think about that, guys. 70 episodes. He said within like a 12-year span, he has been saying the N-word just loosely than a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? So that's not really on him. That's on Spotify. And Spotify has to do better as well. Because you've had this guy published some of those podcasts on your network, and you've allowed it to stay there and things like that throughout his whole career there. I wasn't going to make any videos of it because I felt like everything was blatant and obvious of what's going on. But I did go on Twitter and I happened to see Andrew Schultz's tweet. I'm going to make sure that's shared with you guys as well. And I don't give a damn if I ever meet Andrew Schultz, but fuck you, dude. To sit there and highly be dismissive of a comment that was made on his behalf over the 12 years. This is so dismissive, and this is why guys like him are not gonna get kicked off of Spotify. It's just simply because at the end of the day, he's always gonna have someone in his corner trying to talk him up and creating, conspiracies. No one gives a shit about that COVID information stuff. We didn't care about that stuff. I actually was defending him for that as well. If you have some scientists that are on your platform and they are decorated, they have, and one of the guys I think actually was one of his expertise is vaccinations. So I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with him bringing those people on. People were saying that he brings on a lot of people that have his opinion and don't challenge him. But at the end of the day, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? That's not really important to me. If you want that vaccine at this point, go get the vaccine. It's that damn simple. I don't think that it's dangerous to talk about the vaccine and talk about things that could be done better, because that situation is trash. This whole COVID situation is trash right now. No one knows who to believe. Whether the CDC, they change their mind every 2 seconds, from Dr. Fauci, from anybody. We don't know who to actually believe and things like that. So this doesn't make it dangerous. There are no implementations. There's no concrete there's no concrete findings, in my opinion, because everything seems to be changing every day. So that's just how I feel about that situation. Now I am going to talk 2 seconds about Whoopi's situation. She was suspended for 2 weeks, saying some rather ignorant comments towards the Jewish community, kind of saying that, not kind of, that's what she said. She said that it was not a race thing. It was a tragedy. It was a man who was inhuman or something like that, or some tragedy against humanity. That's the general thing to say. Personally, I don't have anything wrong with that particular statement. I just think that when she was on The View, she was arguing against it being a race issue, when clearly Hitler was going after blue-eyed, blonde people, or saying they were superior, or whatever the case may be, which is funny because this nigga didn't have any of those features. So how he convinced a whole bunch of people to slaughter a whole bunch of people, the world may never know. We don't know. So without killing him, at least. And that's just how I feel about the situation. I didn't think she needed a 2 weeks off. I don't know if they looked at their ratings or something on the video, and they, whatever happened. You comment below your opinions on that, but no, I don't think she deserved a 2 weeks off, nor do I think that she needs to be canceled. She didn't say fuck Jews. She didn't say Hitler was right or some shit like that. She was very ignorant, which somebody after the show could have tapped her on the shoulder and said, yo, Whoopi, we're going to put you in like a class or something, so you can actually understand, that Jewish people absolutely are a religion and a race. So, hey, it is what it is, big dog. That's my 2 cents on that, man. Like, subscribe, comment. There wasn't a video that I was going to make. I'm going to make another one tonight as well. So be in tune with that one too. Peace.